So, the obnoxious style of rhyming. Now, in Big's first album, he got a song called Give Me the Loot. This song is an extremely violent and ridiculous song about sticking people up. It's particularly violent towards women. In fact, he got a line in there that goes, "And I'm dipping up the block and I'm robbing bitches too. Up them herringbones and bamboos. I wouldn't give a fuck if the bitch pregnant. Give me your baby rings and a #1 mom pendant." Like, if you know hip hop, that's just some sick shit to say, to talk about sticking up pregnant women and shit. Now, why did he write that? Was he signifying that that's what he does? No. You know, and even as a listener, you can tell that when he finished that song, it ain't like he went out the studio, like went out in the street and put a mask on and just robbed a bitch. Like, you can tell that that's not what he was trying to say. What Big was doing ingeniously was exposing his audience to the type of lifestyle that was out there. The crack epidemic hit the streets so hard, especially in Brooklyn, that there were stick-up artists. There were motherfuckers who just robbed people. But it was a fucking epidemic back then. And Michael Jordan got a lot of niggas shot, and that's real shit. And what Big was doing, he was holding up a mirror to his audience and saying that this is what's going down. When you watch a horror movie, the reason why horror movies are effective is because 90% of the people are going to put themselves in the position of the victim. But then you got some people and say, what if a bitch was running from me in the woods? How would I find that bitch? That's the technique of the obnoxious style of rhyming. Is to take a tragedy and not like you glorifying it. Not like Big was glorifying robbing people. But to touch on a subject like that is way more effective to do it that way than to make some fucking sappy ass song about hood life. I hate songs like that, I'll be honest. Life is hard and shit, when we getting robbed. I don't want to hear shit like that. The way Big did it was perfect, because you hear it. Whether you lived in a hood in Brooklyn in the early 90s or whether you was a white kid from the suburbs, you had to stop for a minute and go, oh shit, did he just say that? Yeah, because that's fucking real. Women was getting shot. It was an epidemic in the early 90s where motherfuckers was killing fucking pregnant women over their motherfucking glasses or the shoes they had on their feet. It was crazy. And that's why he made that song. Not to glorify it, but to show you that it's real. And even fucking 13 years later, you listen to that song like, I can't believe. You know, the obnoxious style of rhyming, you can't just get on the song and just say shit for the shock value. Like, you can't get on the song and be like, dead babies, ah. But when you say something like, Slim Shady, hotter than a set of twin babies, and a Mercedes Benz with the windows up and the tank goes up to the mid-80s, oh, that shit hits you. And what M was talking about, I actually remember when this song came out, and it was a fucking epidemic of dumbass women going shopping and leaving their fucking babies in a car. All around the country, it was fucking crazy. Every time you turn on the news, some other dumbass broad was leaving their goddamn kids in a car. They had PSAs about it. It was one particular case that was all over the news where it was twins, and they were like 5 years old. And we ain't talking about babies, we're talking about 5-year-olds. In a fucking car, and he died that way. That's the end of their life. It was all over the news. I guarantee you, M saw that. That was how he decided to respond to that. Because that shit is shocking. It stops you in your tracks and you go, holy shit. Shit like that really does happen. That's the obnoxious style of rhyming. That's what it's all about. And in order for you to be able to do that, like I said, you can't just say shit for the shock value. Number one, you gotta be sick enough to take something so tragic and find it funny, and then laugh about it and make a rap about it. Some of the tracks I do, like Personal Log, you listen to some of the shit I do, a lot of people say, oh, you just say shit for the shock value. It's impossible, my dude. Everything I say is my reaction to the shit that I see every day I turn on the TV, the shit that I see with my own eyes in the street, the shit that affects me personally, and my reaction to it is to turn it into a joke, because what the fuck else you gonna do? You know what I mean? While the big coat band and you can gulp on this man juice, fresh squeeze full of pulp, slice a hooker up to use an amputee stump, cause I don't give a fuck. Man, niggas come through, I'm taking high school rings too. Bitches get strangled for their Aries and bangles, and when I rock her and drop her, I'm taking her donakas. And if she's resistant, block her, block her, block her. Shit was real. Audio, holla at me.